You really just have to do it even before you think you're ready. Just do it.
Do it even before you think you're ready.
Yes,
That's
even
kind of
before.
unpopular
Oo,
opinion,
oo. I
Why
really,
do it before you think you are ready?
kasi you're never gonna be fully ready for anything. Sometimes you just really have to, you know, jump into the pool
Mhm.
and then you'll figure out a way to swim.
In this episode of the Reimagine podcast, I had such a great time chatting with Kaki Teodoro, who is not only MMFF's Best Supporting Actress for her role in Isang Himala, but also the brilliant mind behind Diet Diva. Kaki is an amazing person who seemed to do it all. Theater actress, host, successful entrepreneur. Diet Diva, her healthy meal delivery service, was way ahead of its time, offering nutritious meals delivered to people's doorsteps long before these app-based delivery services became a thing. And just like her standout performance in Isang Himala, Kaki's story is all about courage, perseverance, and adapting to whatever life throws at her. So join me as we dive into Kaki's inspiring journey and find out how she redefines success on her own terms.
Welcome to another episode of Reimagine Philippines, where we shine the spotlight on young Filipino thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and game changers. And today's guest is the diva. Yes, the diva herself, the diet diva herself. And she offers healthy, sustainable lifestyle for Filipinos.
Yes!
Kaki Teodoro!
Thank you for having me, Jackie.
Welcome to Reimagine Philippines.
Wow, an honor to be here. At doon ako sa young.
Yes,
gusto ko
of
yan.
course.
The young entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, mostly, young entrepreneurs, and they're looking at people like you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, who started
Oo.
their business early.
Yes.
Yes, and as a young Filipina.
That's true.
Oo. So how did you start?
This was during it was the year 2012.
Wow.
2012. Ilan taon akong 25? I think I was 25 years old.
Mhm.
And I'm a theater actor. And so that also means na may mga guesting rin tayo sa TV. So at the time I was also still hosting for Batibot and My Hero Nation. So merong pressure nun to stay fit. But actually, the word was to stay thin at the time.
Oh yes, I am well
Oo.
aware of that industry.
Oo, diba? Na parang you have to look a certain way and you cannot
to fit the bill.
to fit the bill.
Yes.
Exactly. So at the time, I was looking for healthy baon. Basically, I knew what I wanted sa aking meals, but I just did not have the time to prepare it.
Okay.
And I was looking online. Again, this was the time where wala pang Grab. The only food companies na may delivery system were the fast food companies. As
Yes.
in. So, also if I wanted convenient meals, they weren't healthy or they would come from convenience stores. Ganyan. So, I needed help from a company that will provide healthy baon. At walang nag-exist at the time. There was one, and I give credit to them because they were also my friends. I started getting from the Sexy Chef. So Rachel Alejandro, we worked in a show together, and then they were focusing pa nun on a specific diet.
Okay.
Oo. So, yun lang yung pinaprovide nila at the time. So, I tried that and then I'm like, I needed something, honestly, just something simpler. And I guess it just happened na I was also working with someone na kakagraduate lang sa kanyang degree. So, he was a nutritionist. His name was Clark De La Riva. Timing lang. Parang nag-timing siya na when I was thinking of, bakit walang healthy food provider sa Philippines? Gusto ko lang talaga.
Where were you when that epiphany happened?
Where was I? I think I literally was in my house. May mga housemates pa ako nun from theater. Like 4 of us living in one space.
Okay.
And, trying to cook and trying to meal prep on my own. And wala. So, naisip ko, what if sabihan ko lang yung, I'll ask my mom. My mom is a fantastic cook. Not trained, but she also just resigned and was, exploring, what if magluto rin siya ulit? Ganyan. So, siya yung tipong binibili yung kanyang mga fruit salad and mga pasta kapag Pasko. Ganyan. May mga nag-order ng kanyang mga recipes. But she never really intentionally pursued that also. And then it just fell into place. This was around August. And I said, again, I was just thinking, what if I gather maybe 4 of my friends and magluto lang yung mom ko for us. And then, I consulted with Clark and he said, nangyayari kaya to, yung mga calorie counted portion controlled meals.
Na
He was
hindi pa uso that
na
time.
hindi pa talaga uso. Wala pa talaga. So he was like, we can look into that. Like, kung anong pwedeng lutuin na recipe ng mama. Let's say, it's a caldereta, tapos ganito. Okay, then we can send it to him and he can compute kung kaya ba to. And then we figured out na for my body type, it would be 1,200 calories. Again, I was still learning about this at the time. And then, okay, let's start with that. And then we can add kung ano ba talaga. It might be different for another person. For a male figure, baka ganon. But we started with 1,200 calories per day. And then, I was on my way, as in, I was on my way pa to a shoot in Ilocos. Na wala akong ibang iniisip kundi itong business. And just texting my mom, coordinating na, sige, mag-grocery tayo ng ganito, bibili tayo, I have 4 people. That first week, we started September, we had 12 people already.
So from 4
to
12.
12.
And how
because-
much is one meal?
How much was one meal then? I think for one day, I wanted then it to be affordable. Yun yung goal ko nun. Ang goal ko nun, hindi lalagpas ng 150 pesos per meal. Yung
Okay.
kino-compare ko talaga siya sa mga fast food brands. Magkano yung value meal dito? Magkano yung sulit meal sa ganito? Para, kasi I don't want that, we think of healthy food na expensive siya.
Yes.
So I said, posible kayang katapat lang niya yung mga fast food price. So yun, at that time, if I remember correctly, oh my gosh, this was 12 years ago, maybe it was just 299, less than 300 for the day.
Wow.
As in,
well, that was in 2012.
yeah, it
So
was in 2012. And then, so for that first week, and my gosh, and just to prove na hindi ko talaga to naisip in advance, we were like, then how do we deliver it to the first people? They're mostly comprised of my classmates. Ganun, mga high school, mga kabatchmates ko na, do you need help with your baon? Basically, ganun. Do you guys need healthy food delivered to you? Kasi I'm having this difficulty, and some of my friends don't know how to cook. Mga ganyan din. So, yes, please, sali ako dyan for the week. Let me try it. And then, they invited their office mates immediately. They were like, sige, kaya dumami siya. Dumami
Okay.
siya, naging 12 siya. And then, hindi namin nga to na plano na I really did not think that it was gonna be
this big.
hindi 12 pa lang eh. Parang sabi ko, oh my gosh, hindi ko naisip, paano tayo magde-deliver dito? So, can you imagine, me and my mom, so she would prep the meals and then also Clark would compute and also discuss with us na, let's just highlight natin yung vegetables. Let's not use this ingredient. Malaki sa calories yan. Let's stick to brown rice. Okay yan. After we would cook early in the morning, kami magde-deliver. My mom would drive and I would go down ng car at ako yung talagang magde-deliver, kakatok sa pintuan ng mga classmates ko noon. As in, and meron kami QC, tapos may mga taga Makati rin. And this was during rush hour. Tapos parang ako, paano kaya natin ito gagawin, no?
Paano siya naging sustainable that time?
We, in the span of a week,
Yeah.
I think we were doing it for 3 days. And then I'm like, kailan ako matutulog? Yung ganon, because we also were buying the ingredients fresh. So, well, yan, while my mom will sleep before we prepare early in the morning, ako yung hindi natutulog, ako yung mag-grocery, ako yung may message ng mga tao. So, by the 3rd day, nakahanap kami ng isang rider na pupunta sa Makati.
Rider as in
As
motorcycle
in
rider.
motorcycle.
Oh, nice.
As in, ano siya, nagtanong ako sa mga guard sa condo ko, sino yung may kailangan ng racket. Kuya, may motor ba kayo? Yun ang una kong hinahanap.
Oo.
Surroundings ko. Kuya, may motor ka ba? Anong oras shift mo? Pwede ka bang mag-deliver? Ganon. Kasi nga, wala pang Grab noon. Walang,
Oo.
walang mga...
Hindi pa uso
Hindi pa
ang
uso.
food delivery.
Walang Lalamove, walang
Yeah.
walang mga
Any food delivery, yeah.
any ride motorcycle app or
Mm-hmm.
walang concept pa ng ganon before. Yun, nabuo ko, I was able to have 3 riders by the end of that week.
Wow.
So,
in just 1 week.
in just 1 week. One of them really stayed until maybe last year. Yeah, as in
Wow, ang
tumagal talaga.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, a month from that, nag-ano na kami. Meron na kaming sistema, meron na kaming set riders. And then yung isa pa doon kasama pa namin ngayon. And then meron na rin siyang ibang mga nagde-deliver na rin siya for other companies. But you know, we started that system na magde-deliver sa umaga, yung pagkain mo fresh, and then week after week, we were already providing recipes na na-compute na yung calories. So, doon ako nakaramdam na, oh my gosh, may something dito. And hindi ako ready. Meron pa akong mga place na gagawin, pero i-pursue natin to.
Did it spread through word of mouth or did you
Yes.
do the marketing yourself?
I did the marketing myself, but it spread through word of mouth.
Uh-huh.
So, meron ding virtual word of mouth. So, nag-Facebook. Gumawa na ako ng Facebook account for
Shouts
that.
the Facebook that time.
Yes. Yun yung mga una. It really
Yeah?
was Facebook.
Okay.
And doon na kami naglagay ng menu, na ako mismo yung nag-aayos sa PowerPoint, yung
Yeah.
mga ganyan. Diyos ko, as in, everything, ginawa namin. Ginawa ko, especially that first year, was a lot of trial and error and learning more about food, learning more about people, and this whole system of a diet delivery service that was non-existent.
Do you remember how much money did you use to start?
Yeah.
Like, magkano yung ginawa niyong starting point?
2,000 pesos.
What? 2,000 pesos?
Yes, yun yung una naming budget for the food.
When did you feel that it's already paying for itself? There's ROI
From
or
the
return of investment?
From the get-go.
From the get-go?
Yeah, kasi from the first, ito na yung gagastusin niya yung food. And then the people were paying for their meals, and then that will pay for the next set of meals, and then it will pay for the next week, and then yun lang, because the clients, they kept growing. So ever since, it was paying for itself. Everyone was paid, except kami na mom ko. We were just happy that this was going, and we also had our food was also being paid by the business. Kasi yun din naman yung kinakain ko.
So that's how you pay yourself?
Yes. And then, when we wanted to expand na, when we were hitting mga 30 to 60 clients. And then we had a limit. Kasi konti lang yung kaya namin ma-provide eh. So may limit pa kami. May mga sign up, nag-uunahan na yung mga people at the time.
Oh, so tumaas na yung demand.
Umasing demand. Ang bilis nga talaga niyang umakyat.
That was the next year or?
No. As
It was the
in,
same year?
It was the same year.
Wow, Kaki, you're good.
It was in, I think because I didn't realize that a lot of, or maybe I did realize that this was a need na no one else was providing pa.
You are experiencing it too.
Yes. So, and people were happy with the service. So, they were already, kung isang tao lang ang magsa-sign up sa service namin, may madadala talaga siyang 2 or 3 people from their office, from their household. So, yun ang laging nangyayari, na nag-uunahan talaga. Our sign-ups would close dapat ng Saturday. Friday, ano na yan? Puno na yan. As in, and then we started adding staff. We started adding people. And then in a month, we had to move to a bigger condo. Kasi again, the first month was still out of our kitchen. It was still out of our kitchen.
So magsisiksikan kayo doon, like cutting the vegetables.
Yes, as in, yung mga ganito, kung
Oo.
saan naka-display yung mga pictures ko, ganyan, wala na yan. Naka-ano na yan, plastic na yan, tapos maayos. And then, ayun na, we had to move to a 2-bedroom condo, and that was our location for a year.
Mhm.
Every morning, I would brief my riders literally sa lobby lang ng condo kung saan bababa yung mga kotse. Pero kasi maaga yun,
Mhm.
wala pa namang mga tao, dun ko lang sila i-brief every day. Every day yun na may briefing na, Kuya, kailangan ito yung food niya ng 6 ha, hindi pa pwede malate. Dito ka sa ano na to, sa road na to. O, kuya, anong na-experience mo kahapon? Siningil ka nung guard sa pag-enter ng village? Naku, hindi daw dapat yan. O kaya, minsan, ano nangyari dito sa condo na to? Again, dahil marami kaming adjustments because buildings and condominiums,
Yes.
hindi rin pa sila sanay
Oo,
na
oo.
accepting
During
food.
that time.
During that
yeah,
time.
Oo. Alien pa yung concept na yun.
Oo, idadaan sa parking, hindi papayag. Buti nga the name Diet Diva was also kind of catchy.
Oo.
Yes.
So, day one, it's Diet Diva.
Day one, it's Diet Diva.
Wow.
That was what I was thinking also on the way to Ilocos.
Saan galing yung Diet Diva? Ano yun? Nakita mo lang sa daan?
Hindi.
Or it's you, I'm the Diet Diva?
Ang inisip ko,
Okay.
na medyo related sa akin because given my theater background, na
Yeah.
parang sabi ko, okay, ano kayong parang branding na parang a diva or someone, a diva is someone who really is able to take care of herself. Parang ganon. Yung parang
Oh,
meron
I love
siyang,
that.
meron siyang priorities na gusto niyang alagaan sarili niya. Yun ang ano ko, yun ang konsepto ko ng diva. And then pinasok ko na yung Diet Diva. And then I guess yung parang, yung communication background natin sa college, yun na lang yung mga inisip ko sa advertising. Parang it's catchy. It's a catchy name for a brand. So it's everything you need to know. Okay, Diet Diva, there you go. I guess one of the biggest challenges then with the business is knowing na I'm very how I handle it kasi I'm really very people oriented. I'm still doing theater. I'm still hosting. Hindi siya nawawala. And when you get older also, your priorities change. Na-realize mo na and your body changes also. Like my personal body changed, and it also it also affects how I think about the business. Remember when I said nung 2012 ang uso nun is about pagiging payat.
Yeah.
It was all about that.
And the pressure inside the industry.
Exactly. And just really wala pang mental health wasn't being talked about, also body positivity was
So
not
you
something.
adjusted your menu
Yes.
around that.
Yes, and also what the business is all about, honestly. I remember starting the business, it was for weight loss and also for healthy baon. And then ngayong lalo na after the pandemic, we realized hindi, alam mo, it's really just to help people provide a convenient and healthy meal system for people who need help in whatever stage, for whatever they need, actually, whatever stage they are in their life. For example, if kailangan nila ng pagkain kasi walang nagluluto sa bahay nila, ganon. If they're newlyweds who are busy and who need to, or magpapakasal sila, actually they're engaged, marami kaming ganon eh. Ayun. And if they're students, if they're busy moms, if they're people who, like me, deal with autoimmune or PCOS or hormonal imbalance, ganon. And this thing that happened in my body, this was around 2016 when I got diagnosed.
For PCOS and hormonal imbalance.
Yes, and also Hashimoto's. That's my autoimmune. So it affected how I would run the business because my personal lifestyle had to change. How I consume food and how I rest and how I work also started to change. And then I had to think about what business can also do for me. Kasi sinimulan ko yung business, I was also thinking ko, ano ba yung kailangan ko at this point in my
So
life?
the business evolved with you
Yes.
based
yes.
on your experiences.
Yes. And that also resonated with a lot of clients. We started to expand from just a Diet Diva signature plan. And then nagkaroon na rin kami ng GLOW plan, which is the GLOW stands for gluten-free, low sugar, low carb. So which helps a lot of women dealing with PCOS. And it also helps women or people dealing with diabetes or are pre-diabetic. And then we also expanded to Lean Machine. That's one of our meal plans then for originally before it was si Clark yung yung nutritionist namin. He was advocating for this before because he's also a personal trainer, and ito yung kanyang parang pang bulk up ganyan for the high protein meal plan ganyan. But we realized it's not just for people who are bulking up or going to the gym. It's really if you want it for your life. Ay, 'di ba? Meron din kaming clients na nababagay doon. So yeah, parang
Pero how do you determine who your target market is, your demographics? How do you talk to them? Kasi you won't know naman, siya may PCOS din siya. Or siya, he wants to bulk up, like our nutritionist. How do you learn to know them, their needs?
yes.
How do you communicate with them?
Pati yun nag-change how we communicate with them. Usually, if we're gonna stick with our current clients, usually magte-text yan. And then now, naging Facebook. And then now, it changed to Instagram. Instagram, everything. From sales to usap. To, Magbubook sila sa Instagram. Dun namin nalalaman. We would try and offer something. And then we'll see how they respond. Whether if they're gonna book, if they're happy with it.
So what lessons could you draw from these challenges na pwede namang matutunan ng mga listeners and viewers natin?
Even if you think, wala akong background kasi sa business, hindi naman yun yung hilig ko, artist ako mga ganyan. Or meron kang ibang mga iniisip. No, actually, in this time,
This day and age,
di ba? In this day and age, you really just have to do it even before you think you're ready. Just do it.
Do it even before you think you're ready.
Yes.
That's
even
kind of
before-
unpopular
Oo,
opinion,
oo. I
Why
really-
do it before you think you are ready?
Kasi you're never gonna be fully ready for anything. If mauunahan kayo ng ng kaosihan, or baka kasi maunahan kayo ng anxieties natin. Even before, sometimes you just really have to, jump into the pool. And then you'll figure out a way to swim. I know it's an unpopular opinion. Maybe it also fits how I live my life. Pero ganun din you have to, with every decision that I made, even in the business, honestly in life, we're never ready.
So you jump when it's the scariest.
Yeah, it should never never
It's a
stop
high
you.
risk.
It is.
It's a high risk decision.
It is.
Yeah.
Pero yung naging guideline ko lang nun really was to like parang may mga signs ka. Like if my signs then were when I needed people, like when I needed my riders, when I needed a nutritionist, when I needed the staff, walang balakid doon.
The universe will
The universe
provide.
provided. Yun ang naging parang rule ko rin sa sarili ko. As long as the business could pay for itself, and then the savings, dapat may mga masasave ka talaga at the end of the year. Your people are paid properly.
That's also important.
Yun ang important. Yun ang aking parang guidelines that I was in the right path. On the right path. Ganyan. Kailangan yan.
The former generations kasi, the generations before us, ang idea kasi is a singular career path. Right?
Tama.
Tulad ko, reporter ako hanggang dulo. Hanggang
Yes.
anchor or publisher. Ganun lang tayo, right?
Ganun yung mga parents natin, no?
Yes, but the generations now, they want multiple career path. How did that work for you? Because you're a theater actor, you're
yes.
hosting, and you
Yeah.
have this job on the side, or entrepreneur.
I always believed kasi na maybe because nga I saw my mom who's like an amazing single mom, raising me with just one path. And then she would provide food and cook because that's her joy. On the side, sobrang on the side. And I always thought na gusto ko sa buhay ko yung nagbibigay sa akin ng kasiyahan. If I could live and build a career with that, I would. And if meron akong mga side hustles, or meron akong businesses na tatayuin, kailangan they will all support each other. So I never really also believed in one career path. Maybe. Because since high school, mag-aaral tapos interesado na ako mag-voice over. Yung mga ganyan, gusto kong maraming ginagawa. Talaga at the time talaga, my mom even was like, kiti-kiti ka kasi talaga, dami mong gustong gawin. And totoo naman, hanggang ngayon, pero, yan, nagsastart na ako mellow down. Ganyan na parang,
It comes with age,
Oo,
Kaki.
it really comes with age. Sabi ko talaga, ito na yon yung age na pahinga na ako or kakalma lang. Or if it's not
Fridays are at home.
yes! Oh my gosh, the
Yeah.
best. Or, honestly, during the time na binibuild ko ngayong business, may mga sacrifices din.
I think they need to hear the
Ang
sacrifices.
daming sacrifices.
Kasi akala nila, I mean, the messages that I get from our viewers and listeners,
Oo.
na ano lang siya, straight path. Kapag
Oo.
nag-start ka na ng negosyo, dire-diretso.
Hindi talaga. Hindi talaga.
Oo.
Ang daming-
What were the sacrifices?
Oh my gosh. Tulog was the biggest.
Okay.
I think na hindi ko i-recommend. Sa totoo lang, yung mga imbalance na nangyari sa katawan ko, na-stress ata siya talaga. Kasi hindi ako natulog. I'm not kidding when I say, yung first 2 years ko building the business or just living the life with the business, I survived sa naps. Yun, sinacrifice ko yung tulog because I did not want to sacrifice my passion, which is theater. So, yun, namili ako na isa-sacrifice ko, tulog talaga. Later on, I had to choose the shows that I would do. So, mamimili ka na lang rin kasi namamaos na ako, nagkakasakit na ako.
So that was the lesson drawn from there.
Oo din.
Oo, alam mo yan yung problema nating go-getter. Problema ka rin yan.
Sa totoo lang.
We need help, but we don't want to ask for help.
Yun din.
And the biggest help you have back then, until now, is your mom.
I
Yeah.
would say yes.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
So I think siya yung pinaka-mentor mo for here.
yeah.
So
Oo.
what lesson did you get from your mom na pwede mong
Oh,
i-impart sa
gosh.
mga listeners and viewers natin? What is that lesson that you think that should be valued din ng mga young generation, ng young entrepreneurs?
One of the best lessons is to always learn how to listen.
Oh,
Ganon.
okay.
Because, and ang dami rin naming away sa business. Ang dami naming away. And
Okay.
mainly it was because may hindi nakikinig. Either ako yung hindi nakikinig or siya yung hindi makikinig. Walang gustong makinig kasi walang gustong matuto. Kailangan magaling ka pa rin makinig sa staff mo, sa mga people around you, sa mga kliyente mo. And also, I'm also speaking from experience na yung mga panahon na hindi rin ako nakikinig, yung mga hesitant din ako personally, it also hindered the growth of the business. So, speaking from experience din yan.
So, Kaki, we're talking about balanced diet, right? But it's hard to be in the theater, hosting shows, events, and
Yes.
then being an entrepreneur. So, how do you balance your time?
Oh, wow. It is still happening. I'm still learning how to balance more efficiently.
Okay.
Before, I thought the concept of balance was I need to do everything and then I'm just gonna take naps. And again, I no longer subscribe to that idea. Ang naisip ko before, kapag magawa ko lahat, dapat in a day, makapag-work ako for Diativa, for my hosting, for my theater, and still see my friends and party with them. I thought that was balance. Now, no. Ang naging konsepto ko na ng balance is to really measure how much rest we're having in between. Diba? Because
Yes.
iba talaga eh. I used to subscribe to the idea na rest is for the
For the week.
for the week. It's so embarrassing
Yes,
to
yes, I
realize
agree.
now. Ngayon, I'm like, am I rested enough to show up fully for everything that I want to do? So, yun na ang napapasok ko sa schedule. I really have to put it sa aking calendar. Today is a rest day. And I have to physically rest as well. Because sometimes, and mentally rest, sorry. I mean mentally rest. Because sometimes you're just on the couch, tapos nag-text ka pa rin eh. Di ba? Yung
Yeah.
ganon. I'm
And
like,
that's
"Hindi."
considered rest.
Yes.
For some.
For some. And, for others na who are able to function well, great. na ganon. Because there are really people who are amazing at that. But I realized that I've been pushed to my limit because of what was happening in my body. So yun ang aking naging new concept of balance. That I can also rest fully so that I can fully show up for everything else. And I don't need to do everything in one day. I can choose to do this for this particular day. I can choose to do theater for today, and there are days na magkakasama sila, but I need to make sure that the next day I am fully resting so that I can recover well.
That is important.
That is so important. Maybe it also comes with age, but if you can learn this already, if the young folks can already subscribe to this at right now at such a young age, if talagang those values are already integrated, it's gonna save you a lot of what's this, anxieties and adjustments and heartache perhaps in the future, ganyan, because yun na nga madalas yun pala yung mga other things na
You sacrifice.
I sacrificed. I did sacrifice, and sometimes it parang hindi pala dapat yun
Hindi
ang
siya worth it.
na-sacrifice. Yes. So it takes time. And now I think maybe for a number of millennials, we're relearning that now. But if like the next generation, if they don't have to do that anymore, then great. If they can live a balanced life from the beginning, from the get-go, and live a healthy life, yon, all the better, di ba?
Parang ibang-iba yung diet, diba? 2012.
Oo.
Tsaka ngayon, no?
Oo.
Ibang-iba na talaga siya.
And it's nice to
I mean,
change.
as you.
It's nice to change. We should listen to the changing tides of life. Ganyan.
So how would you reimagine healthy eating?
Oh, I think healthy eating should be, number one, intuitive. Which is, at mahirap to. Mahirap talaga tong ma-determine because sometimes Filipinos are social and emotional eaters. And that's fine. Diba? We eat to share love.
Yes.
Diba?
Fiesta.
Diba? It's really our love language, sa totoo lang. And I think dapat hindi yun dapat parte yun. It's okay. It's okay to celebrate that. Reimagining
Healthy
eating, it can still be affordable. Highlight natin ang ating mga gulay. Healthy eating, if we can also, hirap nito gawin sa city, pero kung kaya, yung mga makakapag-plant kayo ng sarili niyong gulay sa inyong mga backyards, tas yun yung
That's
makakain
a nice
ninyo.
thought.
Yeah, to me, that's my now of healthy eating. Parang yun yung mga aking dreams as well. Yung, magpipitas na lang ako ng ganito sa aking pader. Mga ganyan. Meron kami actually sa pader, mga alugbati,
talaga?
mga malunggay. Yung mga ganyan, but it's always, parang I want more. More vegetables.
You know what I learned from you right now? Yeah.
Ano,
Nagano pa. You know what healthy eating, I think, is listening to your body.
That's it. That's it really. Listening to your body. And sometimes you listen to your body, tapos sasabihin niya, gusto ko ng chocolate cake. Pero parang, okay lang naman.
Yeah.
Okay lang rin naman yun.
Kasi
Kasi sasabihin rin naman sa'yo ng katawan mo na, I think tama na yun. Huwag mo na
Diba?
maubusin yung buong cake. I-share mo na yan. And dapat makinig rin tayo kapag ganun din yung katawan natin. Yeah, and also, kasi if you start listening then to your body, it's really gonna tell you parang I'm thirsty, I want more meat, I want more veggies. And then if ma-fulfill mo yun, it's your body's happier. And
kapag sumusobra ka na, it tells you something.
it tells you something. You crash, you're bloated, you're tired, and those are signs na na parang ano yun sign yun, makinig din tayo doon, ganyan. But yeah, honestly, if your body wants you to have more vegetables or less carbs or more protein or go for the sweets, yeah, it's very important. Sometimes it's just hard because maybe nadadaan din tayo sa societal pressures.
Yes, I
Diba?
agree.
I think you should never sacrifice the joy. Ganon.
Of eating.
Of eating. Because you always you always deserve to eat, and you always deserve to eat joyfully. It's also just a matter of, ito bang kaligayahan na to ay 10 seconds lang ba? 1 minuto lang ba? Or am I happier for a longer period of time?
Yeah.
Yeah, ayun.
Anything you want to plug or add?
When you need us, you can just message us at Dietiva. You can get in touch with us at Dietiva PH on Instagram, and also Dietiva PH sa Facebook. And again, if you need help with your meal planning for your body, for your lifestyle, we're there to help you. We send and deliver meals Monday to Friday. So message us, and we're here for you and your health goals for 2025.
Oh yeah, the goals. Thank you for being here and gracing our podcast today.
Thank you, Jackie. I had such a great time.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
And that's it for our episode for Reimagine Philippines. I am Jackie Manabat. Stay tuned because we have more episodes with young Filipino entrepreneurs, game changers, and thought leaders. Only for you.